Hey Sunny viewers, let's get in the first fair this 21st day. As you know, we are over here also talking on C2C level, advanced level vocab, so that you are going to be familiar with this vocab. So if you guys want to note all this vocab on the coffee on your notebook, so you can simply note after pausing the video. That's it. And we like to diminish something like the level of positives whatever is within you, and you have to diminish like with the things which are actually affecting your mentality or something like that. If you have these kinds of things, then you have to derogate. Otherwise, what you have to acculturate each and everything over here, and then simply if you feel like what a person you are actually in a real life. Really, we can't even imagine that what kind of abilities we have you have gained over here. Because you are actually working in a proper axiomatic way, so that's really matters. Who cares about you? Nobody. So you have to what concatenate spiritual, ethical, moral things uh, um, one into a one part, and then simply you get the things in a proper way. That's really matters for your career. And what we are over here. If you come to if anything is contaminating other people, and if somebody comes to contemplate at others' perspectives, perceptions, or something like that in that case, it shows that he might not have learned that kind of things, or what spiritual ethical knowledge, he might not have, she might not have. So that's why he's treating you and showing these kinds of behavior. So, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't show that he's gonna stay the same like this, because if he would have the knowledge about it, then he comes to be a special person. Then he will treat you in a really positive way, and that's also truly matters for these kinds of things. You have to understand all this in a time, so that's really matters. And what would you like to embroil something like your subconscious and conscious mind in these kinds of conflict or something like that? Even if you like to embroil, it is not gonna be. Sometimes it might get into, but most of the time it is what it is your conscious. Yeah, why don't it, why it's gonna understand, the whether you wanna what cheat it or not. That doesn't matter. You have to what you have to percolate percolate positivity among the people and positive news, and never spread or percolate that kinds of things which can really impact someone's like mentality, someone's image. If you guys if you guys are talking on that kind of thing, that's truly uh, well truly wrong, which affect the self-image of persons. So that's why uh, it don't ever engage in that kind of things which can impact someone's social life, prestige, harmony, liberation. So that kinds of thing, all each and every kinds of things matters over here. And what you are over here to speculate in a proper way. What you if you guys are not speculating over something, then it is so that you can able to examine in a proper way. So that's why you did mistakes or something like that. So we want to say that don't ever. So this next time you are not gonna examine about anything in a negative way. Examine. So what if anything is deterministic out of you? Deterministic things are really what they're caused by, they're controlled by effect cause. So that's why if something is deterministic, then you have to understand there is something behind, or that is already prepared, what that is already pre-subscribed, or might be that might have people might have uh, predicted, you know or what they might have thought about it before happening or something like that, and then always think about humanistic things. If you guys are familiar with the humanistic things, then you will learn something better that other people are not thinking about it, but you will actually gonna have something better in your life, and that's really matters for your career. And the people who ever wanna cooperate and coordinate with you, and you're gonna learn something better from it. And well, you are not over here to negate someone's existence or that kind of knowledge or anything like that. What you will get, you are gonna get nothing after negating someone's journey. Someone's to someone. So that's you, your character mustn't have to related to negate. Or if you want to live in a transitory life, then we want to say that you can live. But this time is to work not on a myth. We have to see the reality. If you guys are over here to see the reality, and that's a really sparkling luminous topic, and it has to be familiar with you too. Because realities are sharing through the channels, so you have to understand. Even this is not only about English fluency that I'm improving through English language. I'm talking in English language, so that's why it is means the communication. But I'm talking about really important and significant things, and that you have to we want to emphasize on each and everything over here. You have to listen really carefully. So get it, guys. Okay, you have to inspect before getting engaged in any kind of things, or learn to cogitate before engaging in also. But before also engaging in like that kind of things that are gonna that are deterministic or something like that. So that's why be familiar for these kinds of things. And then you have to you never have to contaminate any persons. So because it's even you are going to contaminate at someone's well like weakness, thought things, restrictions, constraints. But over time, you also feel like self regret. You're gonna feel. So it is better not to what like what do you have to do? You never have to impose yourself to insult and to contaminate anyone. You are over here to you have to detest these things, and then you can feel like, but I did a I was somehow I have control, I have convinced. So that's what great things. You have to take yourself in that way. So if you want to engender something better in your life, then learn to be disciplined. Discipline is everything over here. And if you guys are in discipline, then you feel like you're actually going through a right path, the way that can lead towards somewhere where you're actually imagining to stay. And that's really matters. And always go through the path or something like that. If you guys are not working over it through that way, or that you're just well, you're just thinking about it, but you're not even hardworking about your career or something like that. And then what, you can assert it. And what, you are always people are persuading ahead of you, and but you are just you're not thinking about it. You are just neglecting, and you cannot even soften those people, you know or something like that. So in that case, you have to what, you can feel complucked. So that's why you mustn't have to feel complucked, because people have did wrong with you. So that's why do you have to feel guilt? So it is not matter, it is not necessary to feel what, to feel complucked or something like that. uh, what you have to incarcerate incarcerate what incarcerate the people who have engaged in well the people who have engaged in criminal activities. That's kind of fraud or robbery activities. So any kind of things who have harmed someone's self-image, and who have damaged someone's physically, and those kinds, physically, mentally. They has to the victims has to get what uh, right in time. So that's it. Their voice has to be raised in time. That's they can feel they're getting justice from the government or something like that, and it is on what if the people are un untendable, in that case they cannot be defined by the government. In that case, that the condition is gonna be really wide, we can't even imagine. So that's why we mustn't have to make our condition like undeniable or something like that, uh, because everything is are not like over here like insurmountable or something like even is there even there's any kind of things, but we have to fix that in time and that's it.